Yo guys, what's up? DontBePotato here. I just came back from work, so I'm gonna give you a real quick overview of this Totem Shaman, as I call it. It's based on the Loyans on Loyan's list. I think Loyan or Zigzo created it. I'm quite sure it was Loyan and not Zigzo who created it. So big shout out to Loyan for making this deck viable. I've changed a bit, so like it's Totem Shaman 1.2, I would say. Loyan is playing it a little differently, but that's also because he's in High Legend, and I think most of you guys aren't in High Legend, so this deck actually will work better for you than Loyan's version. But if you're in High Legend, definitely check out Loyan's stream, check out his version, it's way better for Legend play. But if you want to climb, if you want to rank up, this deck is the best. So I'm gonna give you a quick overview. As I said, I don't want to make this too long, I just want to get stuff on the point, and so just start. Lightning Bolt, 1 copy, great card, definitely in combination with Tunnel Truck. You want to play this on turn 1, then basically on turn 2 Lightning Bolt, or even if you have coin, you want to play Tunnel Truck, then coin, then Lightning Bolt, and basically get rid of their minion, give Tunnel Truck 2 attack, and basically it can basically deal with anything. This is especially great against Zoo because they are just spamming the first minion on turn 1, then you just want to Tunnel Truck Lightning Bolt it, and Tunnel Truck can basically kill any minion that comes out on turn 2. So 1 copy of Primal Fusion, you don't really need 2 copies of it, I think. It's just 2 copies, it's just too much. You're just not gonna use it. You're probably gonna use Primal Fusion as a trading thing, or on your mana tide totem to buff it up and make it unkillable, and even you can even trade with it then. So it's quite great. But just 1 copy as 2 are way too much. Not way too much, but it just isn't better than 1 Lightning Bolt, I think. So 2 Rock by the Weapons, obviously it's great in combination with Doom Hammer. It's great on itself. You can clear stuff on turn 1, you can always clear stuff, you can give your minions burst. It's just great. If you have 2 Rock by the Weapons and a Doom Hammer, it's just basically 8 attack Wind Fury, so that's OP. 2 copies of Argent Squire, it's great with Flame Tongue Totem, or basically great on its own as it has Divine Shield, just great stable card. You want to have in this deck Tunnel Truck, also great. You want to play this one on turn 1. If you want to mulligan, basically for your early game cards, like Argent Squire, Tunnel Truck, Flame Juggler, Totem Golem, Tusker Totemic. As you can see, those are many cards you can mulligan for, so the deck is quite great to mulligan for. So Tunnel Truck, yeah, you want to play this on turn 1 or turn 2, it doesn't really matter. You can even play it solo without a Lightning Bolt or Feral Spirit or any other Overload card, as it's just great on its own. A 1/1/3 is just insane, basically. Flame Juggler, it's a 50-50 win card. I always see this card as a 50-50 win. You play this card, your opponent has a 1 health minion, you kill this minion on turn 2, and you basically win the game. It's a 50-50 win card. This card is insane. It's crazy in this deck, especially in this meta where so many 1 health cards are out there and so many people play Zoo. This card can instantly win you the first 2 turns, not the game most of the time, but the first few turns, which you can then use to accelerate into a win. So Flame Juggler, great card, 2 copies of it. Flame Tongue Totem, basically self-explanatory. You want to play this on your Argent Squire, on your Tunnel Truck, or on your totems. Actually, the placement is really important. You want to play your cards left to the flame, most of your cards you want to play left to your Flame Tongue Totems, so you can then hero power, and the totems will always appear on the right side of the Flame Tongue Totem. So don't forget that. I'm gonna make a gameplay video soon, but just not right now because I don't have the time. I'm working and stuff. I got stuff to do, just so I don't have the time. Also, sorry if I don't respond to your comments in 2 hours or something. I just can't always check Hearthstone and stuff. I'm quite busy right now. So yeah, let's just go on. Totem Golem, great card. Again, it's just so fucking OP. I just love this dude. You just coin him out on turn 2. Your opponent has no way to deal with it. They have to play removal. That there's no, I think there's no 1 or 2 mana removal that can deal with this card, so it's just insane. Ferrous Spirit, next card, 2 copies. I actually played 2 copies. Some people only play 1 copy. But I think this card really saves you against Zoo, and I can always just empathize on that Zoo is everywhere. Not even like Warlock Zoo. It's Warlock Zoo, it's Paladin Zoo, it's even, I've even seen Warrior Zoo. I mean, anything is possible right now. So, Ferrous Spirit, I'm gonna play 2 copies of it. Hex, next card, it just fucks everything over. It fucks the control meta so hard. You just hex a Flame Wrath Faceless on their normal Shaman net deck. That's so fucking great. I mean, Flame Wrath is just shit if you hex it. If you hex a Flame Wrath, it's basically GG for you, because your opponent can't play shit on the next turn. Well, they can play a 3 mana drop, but you're already on like 5 or 6 mana, so guess who wins? Lightning Storm, 2 copies in this meta, just as I said. It's great. You always want to keep this 1 card in your hand if you're playing against Zoo, or if you think that you're playing against Zoo. Elsewise, just keep it in your deck, because having this card, I mean, having Lightning Storm in your hand, if you can't really use it because all your opponents have, all your enemy minions have like 4 health, then it's just shit. So you just want to have this in your hand against Zoo, and I'm playing 2 copies because I'm facing a lot of Zoo, like you guys are probably are too, if you're ranked 25 till, I mean, 5 or something. After 5 or after 4, it just begins with Control Warrior and stuff, which is so easy to beat still with this deck. I'm actually at an 8-0 or something, 8-0, 7-0 against Warriors, so, and they've been great Warriors. I mean, they've been legend decks with great players and stuff, and I've still bet them. And it's easy, even with 2 Lightning Storms. So have this card twice in your deck, it's definitely worth it. 2 Mana Tide Totems, some people say play only 1, I don't get why they say this. Primal Fusion is just way too great on it. You can draw 2 cards if you have 2 Mana Tide Totems in your hand. On your field, you can protect it with Ferrous Spirit. I've won games just because I've drawn so much, and this card is a win condition against Warrior, and people don't see this. It's a win condition against Warrior. If you play 2 Mana Tide Totems and they can't get rid of it, and they don't brawl, they don't want to waste their brawl, they don't want to do stuff, even if they waste your ball, even better for you, you can play more minions. Mana Tide is so damn great. It's a win condition against Warrior. You just draw and draw and draw, and can still control and still spam as you draw more and more from Mana Tide Totem. It's great. 2 copies. Tusker Totemic, definitely OP. It seems like it always gives you a Mana Tide, a Flame Tongue, or even a Totem Golem. I don't even know. I think this card is kind of bugged or something, because I think there are 3 totems that are way better than the others, and 4, well, it's a 50-50, almost a 50-50, like 40% or something, that you get a great totem, so definitely a great card. Super value, like Trump would say, so great. Doomhammer, 1 copy. You could actually play Harrison Jones, like Loyan is doing, but he's only doing that because he's in high legend rank, and if you're in high legend rank too, I'd suggest playing maybe a Harrison Jones instead of Doomhammer, or even a Harrison Jones instead of 1 Lightning Storm, because just to deal with your opponent's weapon can be quite tricky if you're playing against Control Warrior. But Doomhammer, just super great finishing card, killing card with Rockbiter weapon. You just Rockbiter this Doomhammer and just attack face for 10 burst. What? I mean, it's 10 burst you just have on the board. You don't even need to play it. You play it your last turn, the next turn you just Rockbite it and have 10 damage. It's basically, on itself, it's a 16 damage card, so it's quite insane. Play 1 copy of it if you aren't in high legend, and even in legend, you can just cut a Lightning Storm for Harrison Jones. So Bloodlust, next card, great finishing card, nothing more to say. 1 copy, 2 are way too much. You're just gonna have it sit in your hand and do nothing, so 1 Bloodlust, great, it can OTK everyone. And also, if it's in your hand, just try to see if you can kill the opponent. So because sometimes I was just sitting there thinking, damn, how do I trade? I have Bloodlust in my hand, and I could just play it and win the game. but you forget about it. It's super powerful, and basically the quick calculation you can do to know how much damage you got is, especially let's say you have 3 minions. Let's say you have 3 minions. Bloodlust is just +3 attack for every minion, so you just have +9 damage. Your damage on board +9. So if you have 5 minions, you have +15 damage. Plus your cards you got on the board. So that's a quick calculation tip if you ever need that. So Thunderbluff Valiant, the next card out there, definitely great. Buffs your totems, buffs the totem you just hero powered. It's definitely insane. Good card, good stats, 3/6 staple. It's awesome. Think from below. Oh, also a little tip on Thunderbluff. You can play it on turn 5. You don't need to wait till turn 7 if it's a great card. It's a great card on its own. It's not the best. It's a 3/6 for 5, which is definitely not insane, but it's okay. You can play it and set up for the next turn already, especially if you have 2 or 3 totems already on the board. You can just, or even just 1, you can play it on turn 5, next turn hero power, and suddenly you have +4 attack because you already had 1 totem on the board. So it's great. A thing from below, yeah, just a staple card, just has to be in the stack. It's super great, super value, especially because you just play totems all day, and if you draw this card for 0, it's super value. It's 0 mana drop for 5/5, even with taunt. Even if you play this on, if it's at 3 mana or something, it's still great value for a 5/5 with taunt. This deck is super insane, and you definitely want to play this. Yeah. So to wrap it up, this is the deck. Some people are saying it's shit and stuff. I don't really get that because it's just one of the greatest decks out there. I mean, I think it's the best deck you could ever play right now to climb the ladder. It's the best. It works on EU. I've seen people say it doesn't work on EU. Yeah, dude, maybe you just suck. Maybe you just suck. You get fucked over by RNG or something. I don't know, because I've been on a 15 win streak or something. Loyan Legend has been on a 25 win streak or something. I mean, 25 in Legend? That's fucking insane. That's fucking insane. I have a 84% win rate with like 35 games. I mean, that's not that many games, but it's still high as fuck. The win rate is still high as fuck. So this deck is great. Just play it if you want to climb, if you want a ladder. Then if you are in Legend, if you reach Legend, just replace a Lightning Storm for Harrison Jones or something else for Harrison Jones. Maybe the Doom Hammer if you don't need it. Yeah. And that's it. That's the deck. I'm gonna release the gameplay video soon, so I can talk in depth to you how to play this deck. Probably gonna do it in a few days. Not gonna do it right now, as I said, because I got shit to do. So yeah, gonna see you soon, guys. Thanks for upvoting. Thanks for making me rank 1, number 1 on Hearthstone. And yeah, much love to you guys. See ya.